Greetings everyone and welcome back. So today we're looking at the Year 2 SUROS regime. Now you may be wondering why am I reviewing the SUROS regime when most of you have probably known about this weapon since Year 1. Well, in case you didn't know, the Year 2 version actually has a couple of new perks, plus there are a lot of new players that were brought in with the Taken King, so I'll be giving an overview of this weapon for any new players who may not know what this weapon is. So, SUROS regime is an exotic auto rifle and one of the few Year 1 weapons to receive the Year 2 treatment. Its description reads, "Nostalgia as a weapon of war, style as a hallmark of victory." The most obvious difference between this and the original SUROS is that this one is now black instead of white, and I really like the look of it. Its exotic perk is called SUROS Legacy, bonus damage with the bottom half of the clip, chance to return health when dealing damage. With the Year 2 version of this gun, we now have a couple of perks to choose from that we can swap out to suit our playstyle. For the first perk we have a choice between either spinning up, the longer this weapon is fired, the faster it fires, or focused fire. When zoomed, this weapon fires slower, but causes additional damage. Now what it doesn't mention in the description of the focused fire perk is that it also significantly decreases stability, so keep that in mind. I've tried testing both of these perks out in PvP, and I found that it was actually a lot easier to get kills with spinning up. Focus fire, despite granting more damage, felt very wobbly and I was missing a lot of shots in comparison, so personally I'd say spinning up is the better option. Personally I'm not a fan of focus fire, it just feels too slow. For the other perk option we have either Hammer Forged, improved range and accuracy, or Lightweight. This weapon grants +2 character agility. Hammer Forged is obviously the perk of choice here, so you can land those shots a lot easier. The +2 agility really doesn't feel like it does much, and would only really benefit you if you was going for an agility build. With the spinning up perk, body shots do 21 damage and headshots do 26 damage. With focus fire, body shots do 27 damage and headshots do 33 damage. If you're going to use this weapon, I'd say it's best to keep gunfights at mid-range. Anything too far and you'll likely be outgunned. SUROS regime also seems to perform better in smaller game modes such as Skirmish because it's easier to focus on one person at a time. If you're trying to use this weapon in something like Clash, I find that you'll get shot down quickly before you can even do any damage. It's much better to just keep to one-on-one gunfights. Honestly, after trying this weapon out in PvP, I'm personally not a fan of it. I think the two major downfalls of this SUROS regime are its accuracy and the exotic perk SUROS Legacy. The health regeneration granted by the exotic perk really didn't seem to activate enough to make it worth using. If it activated every time, then I think it would be better. Also, maybe it's just me, but a lot of the time I felt like I was missing a lot of shots. Kills could have been a lot cleaner, I was being outgunned for a majority of the gunfights. It did have its moments, and again maybe it's just me, maybe I need to use this weapon some more, but overall it just felt very inaccurate. The increased stability granted by the spinning up perk obviously does help a lot, which is why I'd say it's better than focus fire, but I would much prefer something like the Monte Carlo over the SUROS regime. If you have this weapon, let me know what you think of it down in the comments below, and feel free to disagree with me because I really want to like this weapon, but I'm just having difficulties using it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, let me know if there's any other weapons you want me to review next, and I'll talk to you next time.